Howdy, Nancy Byerly Jones here, straight from the barn to do this little clip for you, and thanks for sharing part of your day. My website is nbjconsulting.com. You can leave questions or ideas there. Thanks for doing that. You can find all the other stuff about my professional work and my love for vegan all things there. But whatever your reason, thanks for joining me today. So this is my top 10 list, and it was hard to narrow it down because there are hundreds of more reasons I'd like to share with you, but of things that I can think of that might help you as you begin or continue on your plant-based journey, your personal one. I think of mine as everyone's evolves. They're all evolving journeys, as all our journeys are. But when I think of how much mine has evolved from when I first went totally plant-based almost 5 years ago to today, I think of one of our donkeys, Sweet Potato. She is a standard-sized donkey. She came to us very abused, sadly. She did not trust any human, and I don't blame her. Her ears stayed pinned back, and the glare she could give you with her eyes, oh my gosh, I thought I knew how to do dirty looks. That sweet gal and give a dirty look. It took her a full year as she evolved from a very abused lifestyle to one that loved her and would take care of her here on our little mountainside farm. It took her the better part of a year before those ears came back up. If you know equine, that's a good sign. And she gave us a soft, loving look, and she realized she was now with a trusting family who loved her, and she has given us so much love back. So it took patience on our part. It took patience on her part. It took time. So be patient with yourself as you go on this journey. Here are my top 10 tips for you today. Number one, read. Look at quality podcasts. Check out reputable sources. Keep learning. The more you learn, the more you're going to want to learn about a plant-based lifestyle. But read and inform yourself, especially if you have not started yet and you're just considering it. So get your information, get the good data, look at the science, look at the reputable doctors and what they have to say, the ones that know about it. Too many doctors don't. But read, look at podcasts, whatever you do to learn, your audiobooks, whatever. Please do your homework well for yourself and for the world, really. Okay, number two is only you know when it's going to be the right time to start this journey. So don't let any already vegan, plant-based person push you or make you feel silly for not already starting. On the other side of the fence, don't let any non-vegan person try to make you feel silly about even thinking about it. It's your life. It's our life. We make decisions for it. And you know when your heart's open and you are ready to take this journey. So be your own best friend and keep that in mind. Number three, remember, it's okay to lean into going plant-based. Maybe you'll do, Meatless Mondays, they call it, or Vegan Fridays. That's fine. Kathy Freston, in her book in 2008, I believe, Quantum Wellness, she talked that's the first time I heard that word, lean into. When I was really thinking of going pretty full throttle vegetarian, that meant so much to me. It was like this stranger, this wonderful author, and any of her books you should be reading. Clean Protein is definitely a must read. But she gave us the message that it's okay to lean into something without going full cold turkey or cold tofu, as I heard on one of Victoria Moran's wonderful podcasts from a guest. So I did go full cold tofu when I went plant-based. That was right for me. You can lean into it if that's better for you. That's fine. Number four. All right, make a list of all the positive changes you start seeing when you go plant-based. There are going to be so many. I did not need a list, and I am a major list person here. I didn't need one. The changes and the positive turnarounds in my life were so in my face that to this day, I'm as motivated as I've ever been. Never once have I wanted to go back to my non-plant-based lifestyle. My My strength increased. Within 2 weeks, I was going from a 30 modified push-ups with a break to 100. Unbelievable. My taste buds came back. I didn't even know they were missing. I hear dairy can deaden our taste buds. Whatever the science is there, I know my taste buds came back to life, and it was great. I slept better. But and there were so many other changes, but the biggie, my cholesterol came down 132 points just in 11 weeks. And that's amazing. So make a list, though, if you need to. So if you do have moments when you're tempted to have a piece of meat or whatever you're trying to avoid, that you can look at your list of positives to maybe motivate you to keep you on track. But if you screw up or go backwards, hey, we're human. That happens. It's no big deal. Don't use it as an excuse to stop. Just learn from it. Say, well, I screwed that one, didn't I? Or that's not the direction I wanted to go. Don't beat yourself up. Just keep going forward. So that was number 4. Number 5, look up all the stats. I'm going to not quote them here, but just about what one person going plant-based or vegan can do for the world, for animals, for the water, conserving water, for our planet. It will make you feel good. We think we're so helpless with so many things in today's crazy world, but man, the change we can make. I think it's something like 300 cows a year are saved for every person that goes vegan. You look up the stats, reliable stats, but it will make you feel good. So that's another tip for you to help keep you motivated if you should need it. But either way, those stats are good to know. Get your blood levels checked. You need your doctor's advice on all this, but remember, traditional doctors will not usually suggest checking for your B12 levels, your vitamin K2 levels, things of that nature, your vitamin D. You will need to tell them, please check this and this and this. Do your homework again. Know what you need to make sure is in good order in your body, that you are as healthy as you are feeling. So get those blood levels checked. You will need a B12. This is number 7. You will need a B12 supplement. So again, do your homework. So I'm not going to play doctor. I'm not a doctor, but that is one supplement you will need. No, you will not have a problem getting enough protein. You're going to get that question over and over. How do you get your protein? And, you're going to learn to answer, well, elephants and cows and blah, blah, blah get their protein from the grass, and I get my protein from a plant-based lifestyle. You may have a problem of getting too much protein, so that's not going to be a problem. But B12, you will need to supplement, and just do your homework, and you'll get that very short list. Zinc might be another, and make sure you're getting what you need in your body besides what you're eating. Number 8, know that whole food, whole food, plant-based is always the best way to eat. However, I'm not on the side of the fence of the ones that say never, ever, ever eat processed food. There is so much good vegan processed food now to choose from. And yes, it can make you gain weight, and it's not necessarily totally healthy for you because of other stuff in it. But there are some great choices out there that are processed vegan food for those moments, not daily, please, but those times when you're really in a rush and you don't have time to cook a full meal, you don't have leftovers left, or you can't make a smoothie, whatever. We can always grab nuts and fruit and all that. That's good. But occasionally, a processed vegan dinner is okay. So don't beat yourself up if you need to have something processed occasionally. Again, there are others that disagree with me on that, but I just think it's reality with the 90 mile per hour, lives that we live. Number 9, remember this is a journey, and be patient with yourself as it evolves, just like sweet potatoes journey evolved, and my vegan plant-based journey has evolved. Give yourself time to learn, to experiment, to explore, to absorb, to celebrate all of the wonderful positive changes you're going to see in your day-to-day life, in your lab results, probably being able to reduce, if not get rid of some medications. All of this is just huge celebration. But this leads me to number 10. Number 10 is celebrate. Pat yourself on the back. Be your own best friend at all times. But remember, we can't push others into adopting this lifestyle until they are ready to do it. That is not up to us. It's their heart. It's their life. When they tell us they're ready, great. We will be their biggest cheerleader. We will be there for them. And that's just wonderful for the planet and for that person and for us to know that we can be of some help to someone starting this journey. But we can't choose the timing for them. So don't even try to. We all have to remember that. In our excitement over our own changes in our lives, we want to just hug someone and grab them and say, please, please, please give this a try. But everyone will come to this in their own time. So we must give them and let them evolve in their own way. Thanks for being with me today. There's so many more tips that I could share with you and may in other videos. But in the meantime, if you have questions about any of this or suggestions, please go to my contact form on nbjconsulting.com. Let me know what those are. I hope that you just have a lot of smiles that you have to share the rest of this week and beyond, and you will be given lots of smiles back in return. And I will leave you with one of my favorite quotes because I need to hear this often, and I repeat it to myself daily. It's from Lao Tzu's teachings, the ancient Chinese philosopher, and oh boy, here it is. Nature never, ever rushes. And yet, everything gets done. Over and out, peace and joy, and thank you so much for being with me today. Now back to the barn for me.